Hello, my name is Mark Gianello, and this is my website about digital music production. To create this website, I use different HTML and CSS tags in the application cPanel. As you can see here, I have text, photos, a banner, an embedded video, and links to the home, next, and previous page. So I put the images in using image tags, such as this one right here, the text with H3 and paragraph tags, such as the ones right here. I embedded the YouTube video with an iframe tag that I got straight from the YouTube video. The links are down here using the ahref tags and plugging in the URLs to separate parts of the page. And up here I used CSS tags to control the width and designs of my borders and the background color and text color. Some of these images and graphics on my webpage were made by me. For example, this GIF is composed of two images that I imported into a website called easygif.com, where the bottom layer is a picture of me, and the top layer is the logo that I created for this project in a website called Pixlr. I'll get into that when I describe my banner. But in general, I added an overlay effect so that the second layer would fade in and out at a rate of 50 frames per second. Next, we have my banner pictured here, which I made in Pixlr as well. I started off with this picture of water in a pool. I added a grain filter. I increased the grain so it looked a little bit more distorted. I thought it looked cool. The next layer is a picture of the interface of FL Studio, a popular digital audio workstation. The next picture is a mixer. The next picture is a MIDI beat pad. And then the top layer is text that says digital music production. And I did all this in Pixlr. I am now going to take you through some of the pages on my website. My first page is the purpose page. The purpose of digital music production is to make music production more cheaper, easier, and more efficient. Prior to digital music production, we had analog music production, where sound would be modified onto a physical object such as a gramophone disc or a vinyl record or a cassette tape. With digital music production, sound is modified into a series of numbers. The benefit to this is that it can be recorded for playback and further edited. Next, we have my impacts page. One positive impact of digital music production is that it has made music much more easier to consume. With the rise of MP3 in the late 1990s, people can now download music from their home computers. This made it much easier to acquire music than before when you had to go purchase a CD or a record or a cassette at the record store. This graph to the right details how streaming has dominated the music industry in the US in the past 2 years. One way that digital music production has impacted society is that it has opened up the doors for people to listen to more music. With the internet, people have more access to unlimited amounts of music and are discovering more and more genres than they ever would have in the days of analog music production, where you could only purchase what they had at the record store. These public sharing sites give independent artists the opportunity to have a successful career without the help of a major record label. And aside from the field of computer science, it has impacted the music industry immensely. This is because prior to the internet and the rise of digital music production, music had to be released through the industry. Nowadays, we have public sharing sites like SoundCloud and Bandcamp where independent artists upload millions of tracks every day. One of the most important technological innovations in digital music production is the invention of the DAW, or the Digital Audio Workspace. What the Digital Audio Workspace does is pulls together all the equipment that you would use in an analog music studio and pulls them onto one interface. So what you do with the Digital Audio Workspace is you download it onto your computer, and the interface will allow you to use all sorts of tools that are built in digitally that you can use to produce music. Tools such as the mixer, filters, plugins, and samples can be found in the interface of the DAW. Digital music production incorporates the internet because, as a result of its invention, music is able to be uploaded to the internet. In today's society, that is where most people consume music, whether it's through Spotify or Apple Music, which are streaming sites, or Pandora, which is online radio. Data is input to the process of digital music production in various ways. The two most important ways are through sampling and through MIDI technology. Sampling is when you take a piece of a song, a portion of the song, and recreate it into your own creation. A MIDI, otherwise known as a musical instrument digital interface, comes in the form of a keyboard or a button keypad that contains various synthesizers and different type of instruments that you can hook up to your computer and hook up to your DAW, and the DAW will read those instruments and you'll be able to edit those sounds interactively in the DAW. One data concern arises from the concept of sampling. Although sampling is widely used throughout the music production community, it is illegal to use copyrighted content in a song, even if it's just a sample. Therefore, if a song contains a sample and then is sold commercially, the owner of the sample can take legal action against the producer that used it because he violated the copyright laws protecting it. This is where I found the bulk of my information that I used for my website. I found music industry growth. It's a Bloomberg article. We'll open it up here. Most helpful because it gives a lot of details about what I talked about in my website about how streaming and online play has kind of taken the stage in the music industry. This is a video that I produced on the topic of digital production, filmed with an iPhone camera and edited with a WeVideo online editor.
It allows producers access to a wider variety of sounds and made the art of production more accessible to everyday people. The technique of sampling is when you take a piece of an older song or someone else's song and use it to make your own song. Nowadays, almost every commercial music project is digitally produced in some way or another. Technological innovations in computer science have done great things for music.
For more information, visit my website.